Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Phil. I got Samantha here with me. We got more Van Halen.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Excited for some more Van Halen today.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done some Van Halen. I think the last one that we did was Mean Street.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But this is a big one today. It's a request from Jamie, and he's wanting us to check out Best of Both Worlds, which is going to be our first Sammy Hagar track.
Yes,
And
new lead vocalist.
yeah, we've done Diamond, David Lee Roth. All the way through
Lots
thus
of
far.
those,
And we've got a lot of Van Halen tracks on the channel. So,
Yeah.
we've done the precursor Van Halen, and now we're going to get to maybe see a different sound of them. So this is going to be exciting.
And speaking of that, we have a little pop quiz question for you
We do.
guys. So we want to know if you guys know how Sammy and Eddie first met.
Yeah. Do you guys know that? If you don't worry. We'll give you the answer at the end of the
gotta
video.
stick
So stick around
around.
to find that. It's actually pretty funny the way they met.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm excited to check this one out. And Jamie, thank you so much for the support of the channel. We really do appreciate it.
Yes.
We appreciate all you guys supporting us with subscriptions, likes, comments, all that stuff has been amazing. We say that a few times, every couple of videos, but it's because we really, really do mean it. We're so thankful for everybody in this community.
So grateful for you guys.
Yes, thank you guys. Anyways, enough about the mushy stuff. Let's get into some a little bit harder and get into some Van Halen Best of Both Worlds. Okay.
I like this.
I don't know what I've been living on, but it's not enough to fill me up. I need more than just words to say. I need everything this life can give me. Hey, hey, yeah. 'Cause sometimes it's not enough. Ow! Come on, baby. Close your eyes, let go. This can be everything we dreamed. It's not work that makes it work. Oh, now let the magic do the work for you. 'Cause honey, something reached out and touched me. Now I know. Oh, I want the best. Well, honey, I know what it's worth. If we could have the best. Well, we have heaven right here on earth. Woo! Well, there's a picture in a gallery. Fallen angel look a lot like you. We forget where we come from. Sometimes I had a dream it was really you. Something reached out and touched me. Now I know. Oh, I want the best. Well, honey, I know what it's worth. If we could have the best. Well, a little bit of heaven right here on earth.
Here's your opportunity.
What'd you say?
I said, here's your opportunity.
I was going to pause it if you guys. She knew I was going to pause it.
I was
She
like, "Don't
no,
do
can't stop
it."
Eddie. That's true. I wasn't going to, but
I'm loving this.
you're loving it, eh? Why do
Yeah.
you like it?
It's just so like fun and upbeat and like live your life.
Live your life.
Yeah. Best of both worlds. A little bit of heaven here on earth.
And do you feel like this is a little more pop sound for
Yeah, a little
Van Halen.
bit. I would agree.
Yeah, I think
it's sorry to cut you off. I was going to say I think it's a little bit more on par with some of their more like commercialized ones that we've done, like Jump.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think it's vastly different than that. I think it is. I think I would agree that those songs, in terms of their catalog, when we first listened to it, like Jump would have been more commercial than Ain't Talking About Love, for example.
Yeah.
But I think this is a vastly different sound. For me, you know, the vocal between David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar is that, like, Sammy Hagar's vocal is has got great clarity in it. Whereas I think David Lee Roth was a little grittier in the sound.
Yeah.
So that alone, I think, adds a pretty stark difference of the sound.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, because when I say it's kind of like pop-ish, it's still pretty rocky, right? Like it's got these Eddie riffs in there that are obviously, top tier. And the sound that they have from the instrumentation, I think, is, pretty rocky, but it's kind of offset with this powerful poppy vocal from Sammy Hagar. And I think maybe that's what some of the comments that you guys were saying before. Some people had a real preference for the we got into Sammy Hagar, and some had a preference for after that. I think maybe that's the dynamic that shifted a little bit.
What you like what kind of vibe you like.
Yeah, is that like this probably gave them the lane to go into the more popular vibes, because as a vocalist, he was able to kind of put together these hooks and these verses that, like you said, felt a little more fun, a little more dance vibe, a little more upbeat, whereas the other sound was kind of like, I think David would come in and just kind of hit you with some lyrics, and it's back to the guitar. I think the vocal stands out a little bit more in this one, and the maybe less focus. Obviously, like we know, Eddie's crazy good, and even the drums are awesome, right? But I think maybe the vocals are just stand out a little bit more because he is a pretty good vocalist, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that like the big difference for me, like you said, is that there is that dance groove in this, whereas I feel like a lot of the other ones are just like heavier guitar, and like there's still a groove enough that you can follow the song, but I wouldn't really say they're like a dance groove, if that makes sense. Whereas here I'm like, yeah.
And this is only one song as well.
Yeah,
it could be, the rest of the stuff could sound vastly different.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree. It's very up tempo. It's a lot of fun. All their songs have been generally fun that we've done. But I think this one, like you said, maybe a little more dance to it.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fun, upbeat vibes that we've had with all the Van Halen stuff. But this one is a little more like, get on the groove, Anyways, let's get back.
I like it, nonetheless.
Yeah. Actually, let's rewind it a little bit. Doing the Harlem Shake, Samantha. I always feel like Eddie is so creative when he plays as well.
Yeah.
He's just so innovative with his guitar playing.
So talented.
And I do feel like there was a lot of hidden instruments in there. Maybe, you know, that they just added in here and there, like a cymbal or a key, you know, throughout, but it wasn't very prominent at the forefront. It just was there to add a little bit of depth. So I'd be interested to see what the actual, you know, total composition of all the instruments was. And whether that was probably Eddie as well that was adding some of that stuff in from the creative standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was still, like I said, a really rocky vibe all throughout. You know, it was interesting to see this different sound from them. It still sounded like Van Halen, but it was different for me.
Yeah, and after listening to the second half there, I think that it's the chorus that really stands out to me as maybe some of that feeling of like single top 40 poppy kind of, because it's like, you know, it almost makes you want to chant along, like you got the best of, you know what I mean? So like, I think that's kind of where that vibe comes from.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different than maybe some of their other stuff. But overall, all in all, I absolutely loved it. So
there you go. It's one of Sam's favorites.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds. And, you know, we didn't really touch much on the lyrics, but I think it was, you know, basically self-explanatory. You don't have to go to heaven, and it doesn't have to be a certain way on earth. You can have the best of both worlds with Van Halen.
Yes. Make the most of your life here.
Yeah. And so we got an answer to a quiz question.
Yes.
And the question was, how did Sammy and Eddie meet initially? And the answer is, do you want to tell them or should I tell them?
You can tell them because I asked the question initially.
It's through their Ferrari mechanic. That's how they kind of hooked up. So what a interesting way to meet your lead singer of your band.
Luxury car mechanic.
Your new lead singer. I think they actually tried out a couple other lead singers that didn't work in advance. So anyway, so guys,
commitment.
Pardon?
I was gonna say it's a big commitment picking a new lead singer.
I think a lot of people would have killed to be in that position at that time. So I think it might have been, you know, Eddie and Alex, you know, maybe saying, I don't know if you're the right fit. But you guys can let us know in those comments because, you know, we always like to learn and we don't know everything about Van Halen. Clearly, we've been on this journey for a little while now, but we've learned a lot. And you guys can continue to help us by educating us in those comments. And if you want to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like button, all that good stuff, we'd appreciate it. We've appreciated the support thus far, but we hope we see you on our next video.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.